So what appears to be an extremely sad development now, Inzi.
A sad and a very significant development. Let's just reiterate what Lancashire Police have released to us in the last few moments. This morning, Sunday 19th February, you may be aware of police activity, what we've been reporting on over the last hour or so around the river near to St Michael's. We want to provide you with an update on that activity. They were called, police say, at 11:36 to reports of a body in the River Wyre close to Rawcliffe Road. An underwater search team and specialist officers have subsequently attended the scene, entered the water and have sadly recovered a body. No formal identification has yet been carried out, so we are unable to say whether this is Nicola Bulley at this time. Procedures to identify the body are ongoing. We are currently treating the death as unexplained. Nicola's family have been informed of developments and our thoughts are with them at this most difficult of times. We ask that their privacy is respected. What do we know so far? Well, since around 1:10, a police helicopter was circling the sky, flying quite low to the River Wyre, about a mile down from where Nicola Bulley was last seen around over 3 weeks ago at a bench in the village of St Michael's on Wyre, where her phone, still unlocked, was found, her dog Willow and the dog's harness as well. So 1:10, the helicopter flying for around 20 to 25 minutes, quite low towards the River Wyre. That was then replaced by a police drone, and there was subsequently a number of police officers that arrived at the scene, divers into the water. Police had cordoned off roads, stopping any members of the public, ourselves as well, getting close to what was happening there. And then more police officers arrived later on, including a detective superintendent and the senior investigating officer on the search for Nicola Bulley, Rebecca Smith. Then in the last 20 minutes or so, we've seen a forensic tent has been erected by police officers along with crime scene investigating officers as well. And the information that's been released from Lancashire Police in the last few minutes is that they were called at 11:36 to reports of a body in the River Wyre. The underwater search team and specialist officers attended the scene. They entered the water and sadly they have now recovered a body. They say that there is no formal identification as of yet, and they are unable to say whether that body is that of the missing mum of two, 45-year-old Nicola Bulley, but they are carrying out procedures to identify that body. They say that they are currently treating the death as unexplained, and Nicola's family have been informed of these developments. Now let's take you back to the 27th of January. Nicola Bulley, a mum of two, had dropped her daughters off at school, had taken her dog Willow for a walk, and that was normal routine, something she did almost every single day. She went for a walk around the fields about a mile upstream from where we are right now in the village of St Michael's. And then her phone, still unlocked, which was on a Teams call. Her dog, Willow, and a dog lead was found near a bench right next to the River Wyre. That was over 3 weeks ago now, and subsequently since then there has been an extensive police operation, a missing persons investigation that was launched with underwater drones, with divers, with specialist teams, with helicopters, drones in the air, with police scouring the riverbanks, police going all the way down around 10 miles downstream to Morecambe Bay to look for any evidence in relation to Nicola Bulley. Now, there is no formal identity yet of this body that they have recovered from the River Wyre, but Lancashire Police have said that is something that they have done this afternoon. They have recovered a body and they are unable to say whether this is Nicola Bulley at this time, and they are treating this death as unexplained. Now, it is actually in the distance that police have been carrying out this extensive search. It's been going on, they say, from around 11:36 when they received a call of reports of a body in the water. And what they are now trying to clearly establish is whether this is the missing mum of two, Nicola Bulley, who we know has been missing for the last 3 weeks or so. What we witnessed earlier today was a police helicopter flying in the sky, but very low to the River Wyre, clearly trying to look at something in the water. That was in the air for about 20 to 25 minutes or so, and then that was taken over. It flew off. It was taken over by a police drone. Police divers arrived on the scene, and a number of police officers arrived. They cordoned off a lot of the area, the main road heading down to the area, but also the footpath which leads you to the area where they've been searching. It's our estimate that's about a mile down from the bench where Nicola was last spotted, where her phone was identified, where her dog Willow was, and where the dog's harness was as well, about a mile downstream. Now, police have been scouring this water over the last few weeks, over the last 3 weeks. Now, I think over the last week it's fair to say that that police operation, the search operation, had scaled back slightly. We'd only seen officers using binoculars on bridges. We'd seen officers using sniffer dogs to try and see if they could pick up any evidence. But that really was the scale of the searching, and a lot of it focused downstream as well. But today we really saw probably the largest search operation for at least a week or so, and that included the police helicopter, the police drone, police divers once again, and a number of senior officers, including the senior investigating officer to the missing persons case of Nicola Bulley. And what Lancashire Police have confirmed to us now is that an underwater search team and specialist officers have subsequently attended the scene after receiving a call at 11:36 of a report of a body in the River Wyre. They entered the water and have sadly recovered a body. They say that no formal identification has yet been carried out, so we are unable to say whether this is Nicola Bulley at this time. Procedures to identify the body are ongoing. They say that they are treating this death as unexplained. And let's just have a thought for the family, a family who have over the last 3 weeks been in absolute turmoil. This has been a roller coaster for a family who are just trying to get some answers. We've had no clues. We've had no major evidence as to where Nicola Bulley could have gone. But as police said, they're still trying to identify who this missing person is. But what they did say is Nicola's family have been informed of these developments, and they say that their thoughts are with them at this most difficult of times, and then they say that their privacy should be respected. The River Wyre, I have to say, and we've witnessed this over the last 3 weeks, the River Wyre is an incredibly tidal river. It moves back and forth constantly. We've seen the water levels rise and fall in a matter of minutes. There's been significant amounts of rain over the last couple of days, and that would have played in the way a role in the way that the river is running, and the levels of the water as well. But clearly this is a significant update in relation to all of this. Police have recovered a body from the River Wyre. They're still working out the identification of who that may be and whether it is the missing mum of two, Nicola Bulley, who, as we know, went missing over 3 weeks ago.